Chris, you want to get us started?
Yeah, Ben, with so many new faces on that team, new coaching staff, all that, how do you guys prepare for so many unknowns? Do you go back and look what coaches have done at previous stops? I know that's your coach's job, but I'm just curious what the team prep has been like in terms of what you think you'll be facing on the other line of scrimmage.
Yeah, definitely. We are really focusing on kind of so that we can control. We've been able to kind of look at where coaches have been and stuff like that, but we've just kind of been really focusing on our game plan and just playing at our highest level. And we know that we're gonna have to be ready for some different looks maybe whenever we get out there, and we're gonna have to rely on each other to see those looks and be able to make the adjustments needed, whether that be first, second quarter, whatever that looks like.
Robbie?
Hey, Ben, what stands out to you about Hawaii's defense?
I think, obviously with a lot of new players coming in, I think we're definitely going to, like I just said, kind of going to have to be able to really make some in-game adjustments, which will hopefully be pretty easy to do with, just the bond that we've kind of created and, how our offense has been able to really see defenses and be able to read a lot of different defenses and kind of just preparing through that through camp. So, just really looking forward to really seeing what this offense can do just from how many strides we've made from, last year's spring ball to Cam now to right getting into the season. So
back to you, Chris.
Yeah, Ben, what's it been like adjusting to the time change, the flight, all those things? Obviously, you've got several days to get used to it, but how big of an adjustment has that been? Where has it been a struggle?
Honestly, our staff did a really great job of it on the flight. Did a great job hydrating. They did a great job not trying to sleep too much and get too much jet lag. That first day felt it a little bit, but then really feel like most of the guys are kind of in stride now, throughout the week and really feeling good and kind of really on the good body clock for whenever we're getting into the game on Saturday. So it's been really a early kind of tough adjustment, but now I think the guys have done a really good job of getting used to it now.
Steven, go ahead.
I was just wondering, have you adjusted to the humidity in Hawaii? Is that also a factor?
Definitely gets a little humid in Tennessee too. So and being from Georgia as well, kind of used to a lot of humidity as well. It's definitely a little bit different, but it's pretty much similar. Like a lot of the guys are from even like, South Beach too in Florida and used to that humidity. So it's not been too bad, but it's been beautiful as well. Yesterday during practice, we got some good humidity practicing. It was raining at the beginning and then it not cooled off. The rain stopped and then it kind of got pretty humid, but it was still good. It was good practice for us too there to just really see how it felt.
Arya.
Ben, how have the quarterbacks been looking, both Mike and then obviously AJ too, after being named officially the backup?
Yeah, really all our quarterbacks are looking good. They're all really committed to the game plan and just kind of been able to, get a couple reps, or all of them are been able to get some reps in. And, I really think that we're really confident in all our quarterbacks, but obviously Mike has been able to do a lot for us at the end of the year last year and into, this year being named starting guy. And both like AJ, Ken, all those guys have looked really good. And just the difference between them is, as Coach Lee said, is like razor thin. So we're confident in all our guys. So it's been really great to see them doing really well.
Robbie?
Yeah, I know like you guys as players probably just view every game, as equally important and must win or whatever. But after last season, it feels like this is a hugely important game to show progress from last year. Do you sense that? Do you sense kind of how big of a game this is for your program in terms of the trajectory moving forward?
That's what we're thinking about. I think we're just as a team too, like we're really focused on just playing what our goal is playing at the highest level. So whatever that looks like, hopefully week one, we're gonna just make great strides to get there. And just all the guys are really excited and bought into this team and really looking forward to just showing what we can do week 0 this year and keep growing as a team throughout the season.
Steven, did you have another one?
Yeah, I just want to know about your, I guess it's one of the great things about your program is that you get to experience other cultures and things. What have you learned on this trip, especially when you're doing the weeding part? And I believe you went to Pearl Harbor already. Was that a sort of a meaningful and impactful trip for you?
Yeah, definitely. That's been awesome to be able to really kind of get those other cultural experiences too. Sadly, the offense hasn't been able to get over to Pearl Harbor yet. We're doing that today. So defense was able to experience that yesterday. But then obviously the weeding and everything too. That's been awesome just to really be able to like learn how connected, everybody is with the land here. And that's been awesome just to, really see their passion to, if you take care of the land and the land will take care of you kind of thing. So that was really cool. And it's really moving to see how passionate the people we were working with kind of felt about the land.
Robbie?
Ben, you've been teammates with Ken Seals for 3 years now, or a few years. I obviously he wasn't expecting to be third on the depth chart at this point. How has he handled that?
I think Ken, he shows up to work every single day. Like he's, a play away from being a starting guy, and he's practicing like he is a starting guy. And that's what I really respect about him. And I think that's just a great room there, the QB room. They have really great guys and they all really support each other. So I think, whenever their name gets called, whoever it is, they're going to be ready. So that's what I think Ken's done a great job of.
One more from Steven.
Sure. I was just wondering, what's Mike's improvement been like as a quarterback? I know past reviews, it sounded like he's really focusing on his passing and everything. Is it a little bit different, or is it man to the huddle a little bit different?
Yeah, Mike brings great energy for us on offense as an offensive unit. So that's just really great to see and really great to have him in the huddle with us. He brings a lot of options to us in the game, so it gives us a lot of leeway. Sometimes we can extend plays when needed, and he can has improved a lot with his passing as well. So whether that be in the pocket or out of the pocket, so it's been really, really great to see him improve over spring ball and into camp and now into the season.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. We'll take a quick break and then we'll have Jaylen Mahoney here.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Awesome. All right, everybody. We're joined by Jaylen Mahoney. Once again, go ahead and raise your hand if you have a question and we'll get things started. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Jaylen, a ton of unknowns for them personnel wise, just so many new guys. I know that their running back is fairly familiar, but other than that, they've got oars all over the depth chart at quarterback. How do you know what to prepare for, who to prepare for, and how much do you look at maybe what they've run before? I know their offensive coordinator has been at Eastern Washington. Maybe you have some sense of what he does, but how do you guys figure out what to expect there?
Yeah, man, we understand like it's hard to, scout like a program that brought in like 50 different players. But I think we're doing like the best that we can to like, take the player cut-ups that the existing players that been in the program already that they're going to depend on, such as like number 31. And also like coming back, players that's coming back that they will be able to, depend on and having their best interests as far as the game. And as far as the game plan, I feel like we're very keyed in on, their offensive structure. Like, they're going to throw a lot of different formations at us. So we just know that we got to be prepared for that and be prepared for the tempo also. So.
Robbie?
Hey, Jaylen. Clark Lee has talked about how hard Miles Capers, worked in the offseason and how he had a really good camp rushing the passer. How do you guys replace him or kind of fill that, maybe not replace him, but fill that void and generate some pass rush when, arguably your best edge rusher is out for the season?
Yeah, man, we love Miles. Like he did, like you said, like he's put in like tons of work, man. I watched him come in and, just put his head down and work. And, it kind of hurt us. Well, it did hurt us to, find out that, he'll be out for the season. But, that's where recruiting comes in and, depth and, next man up that will be ready to do the job and get the job done for us. So we have, I think we have some good stars that, that'll, come in and do some work for us and to replace Miles. So.
Steven.
I know you've been really adjusting to a new position, but I was wondering what's it been like being a captain, sort of mentoring the secondary. Have you seen some improvement there, or how's that been going?
Yeah, man. I feel like I've been, picking up my voice a lot. Keeping these dudes accountable. I feel like it's important. you know, to just step up and use my voice because, you know, I'm usually a quiet guy, so got to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. So, you know, it's a big step for me in my career here, and you know, I have to take it on and you know serve my teammates as you know captain does. So,
Robbie.
Jaylen, obviously, like a big part of going from year 1 to year 2 under a coach is showing some sort of improvement, and that the trajectory is moving upward. Like, do you sense a heightened, you know, kind of heightened importance level, or you know, that this is a really big game for you guys as a program, you know, as you look forward?
yeah, man, I feel like any game is a big game for us. So like, you know, no matter who Hawaii is, like I don't. Me personally, I don't look at you know, I don't look at the level of college football. You know, Group of Fives they still play football. They still, you know, they're still human. So, you know, we can't look down on them because they're, you know, a lower conference than us. But, you know, just prepare like any other week, you know, just to beat our opponent. So,
Aria?
Yeah, just to build off Robbie's question, you know, what are some of the things that you think will show improvement this year, or some of your goals to kind of do this year that didn't necessarily happen last
yeah, I feel like our focus on defense this year, and the whole team is just doing our job. You know, it was a lot of times last year where you know our coach say it all the time where Vanderbilt was beating Vanderbilt, and you know, just take care of the stuff that we can control, which is doing our job and making sure we're in the right places to make plays. So,
Steven.
I was wondering if you could tell me about the evolution of this trip, starting with, you know, when you first got here and the time difference to adjusting to it, and also visiting like Pearl Harbor yesterday.
yeah, man, the time zone switch is a little, you know, it's a little too much. You know, my family and everybody in Nashville are like 5 or 6 hours time difference, so it's kind of weird. You know, it took me, I think, a day or two to get adjusted to the time, and my body fully adjusted to the jet lag and stuff like that. But as far as Pearl Harbor was a great experience. I've always been a history guy, so you know, just going to an actual site and seeing that in person was really nice. And you know, I learned a lot that I didn't know. You know, that they taught us in history class. So I feel like it was a very great experience. And also the community service was just giving back to, you know, the Hawaiian agriculture and stuff like that. And, you know, just giving back to the community is very, very well. Good. So.
Anything else for Jaylen? All right. Thanks, Jaylen. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.